Oh hey, cookies, wannabe cookies, Stewburners, former Stewburners. Welcome to my channel. This is my very first YouTube episode. Today, to start it all off, I'm going to show you how to make the easiest artisan bread you're ever going to make your entire life. I guarantee it. Make this bread, bring it to a friend's house, they're going to think you're a pro. This is as close to sourdough as you're going to get without it being actually a sourdough. It's that good. Stay tuned to the very end of this video because I'm going to throw in a little bonus at the very end. So hold on. Let's get started. Here we go. Episode 1. Stay tuned. So episode 1, no knead artisan bread. Why no knead artisan bread? Episode 1. Well, COVID. COVID gave me time to work on some of the skills that I wanted to work on, and baking was one of them. And I figured, hey, there's a lot of video out there on all sorts of different types of bread. I started out making Italian breads, semolina breads. And then one day I stumbled across no knead easy bread, and wow, what a game changer. And so I wanted to share it with you. And you know, for people out there, and I hear it a lot, I run across a lot of people that struggle with cooking, struggle with baking, and I'm here to kind of help you out, help you through those struggles. You know, anybody can cook just about anything, and the key is starting out easy. You don't tackle the big projects, the lasagnas, the multi-ingredient items that are going to pose difficulty for you. You want to start out with something easy, and then you build upon that. You build up your confidence, and you take that to the next level, and you start increasing your skills, honing your skills, and then you start to get more confident and more brave, and then you start tackling other items that you probably thought, oh gosh, not in a million years would I even attempt that. So bread, I found this recipe, I tweaked it a little bit, and I found that this produces one of the best breads that I've ever had, that I've ever made. Okay, so let's go over the ingredients for this no knead artisan bread. There's only 4 of them. It's that easy. 3 cups of flour. That can be all-purpose flour. It can be bread flour. It can be a combination of the two. So 3 cups of flour. 1.5 cups of water, room temperature water. You do not want to use warm water for this. Nice little anchor on our measuring cup here. Go Navy. And 1.5 cups of water, half teaspoon of active dry yeast or rapid rise yeast. They both work equally as well. And 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I'm using kosher salt. You can use regular salt, iodized salt, Himalayan salt if that's your thing. So there you go. There's your 4 ingredients. What we're going to do is we're going to take our flour, place it into the bowl, throw in our salt, sprinkle it around, yeast. What I'm going to do is take all of our dry ingredients, mix them all together, incorporate them, get them evenly spread out. Put a little bit of well in the middle. Then we're going to take our water, pour it right into the middle, all at one time, and then we're going to just start stirring. And what we're going to do is we're going to just incorporate all this flour, all these dry ingredients
into the water, making sure that all of the flour is absorbed, or the water is absorbed into the flour. And we just keep turning this around into a nice big ball, and looking at the bottom of the bowl, the sides of the bowl, and making sure that we incorporate all of the flour. That's it. It's gonna look ugly. It's a shaggy dough right now, but over time it will do its thing. What we do now is grab some plastic wrap. I'm going to rinse off my hands real quick. Nice shot. Cover our bowl with plastic wrap. Nice seal on here. Set this to the side on the counter over here at room temperature for 8 to 24 hours. Time will do all the work now. There's no sitting, like I said, this is a no-knead dough. Normally we would have to develop the glutens, we would normally have to sit here and knead it for about 10 to 15 minutes for the gluten to start to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the yeast, the water, the flour, and the salt do its thing in that little bowl over there for the next 8 to 24 hours. And it's going to create that really nice gluten structure that we're going to need to make a nice artisan dough. So with the anticipation of making this video, I went ahead and made a dough prior to yesterday so we'd have it ready for today. So we didn't have to wait another 24 hours. So this is what we have after waiting overnight, letting it do its thing. We have this really nice, might want to pan in on this, have this really nice dough. You can see all the gas in there. We're going to take this and pull, look at the strands. See that's really good gluten structure going on there. That is awesome. That's what we want. So we're just going to kind of degas this a little bit. Pull it down. It's not too wet. I'm able to move this around a little bit. So I'm just kind of fold it over. If you wanted to add a little flour to this, you could. I kind of like to keep my dough on the moist side so that I get that nice crumb. And you'll see at the very end, this crumb, it's going to be amazing. I can just tell, just the way this feels, I can tell this is going to be amazing dough. So what we do is we get this, we fold it together, kind of let it rest a little bit, and then we're going to take this and put it into our pot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to prep our oven and our Dutch oven. Now we're going to use a Dutch oven, and the reason why we use a Dutch oven is that we're going to use the lid to help trap in all the steam. The steam is going to help produce a nice crispy crust. It's also going to allow the bread to expand a little bit more, which will help again produce a nice crumb inside and a nice crispy crust on the outside. So what we're going to do, this is a Dutch oven. It has a metal top on it. If you have a Dutch oven that has a plastic top on it, you don't want to use that. So make sure you have a metal top on it. We're going to place this in the oven, 450 degrees, and let this warm up. It's going to take about at least 45 minutes to come to temperature, which is good because what we're going to do is we're going to take our dough that we've worked a little bit and we're going to let that actually proof again, the second rising. So what we're going to do is take some parchment paper, place it in a bowl. I'm going to use a little bit of flour just to help so I can work this just a little bit.
And put this together one more time. And then we're going to take this and place it into our bowl. Pop it out into there. And I'm not looking for this to have a nice, smooth top on this. We're looking for something rustic. I'm also going to throw in a little bit of flour on the top. Spread it out a little bit. We're going to take a towel, place it on top, and just let that sit. In fact, what I'm going to probably do to help keep that in place is take another bowl and place it on top of there. Alright, so we're going to let this sit for about 45 minutes until it almost doubles in size, at which time we'll be ready to put it into our Dutch oven. Okay, so while we're letting our oven heat up, our Dutch oven and our oven, and letting our dough rise, basically our second rise, let me give a big shout out to all you CS's Stewburners out there in the fleet right now, helping to keep us safe. What you're going through right now is just incredible. The COVID is really wreaked havoc around the world, and hats off to all you CS's out there, out at sea, shore command, wherever, still turning and burning. I probably couldn't do what you're doing right now, and don't think for a moment that that we don't appreciate what you're doing out there, because we do. It's a hard job. It's a thankless job sometimes, and what you're going through right now is just it's a lot, and you know, it takes a special person to do what you do, to go through what you're going through right now, and rest assured, we appreciate it, and bravo Zulo. You know, you make me proud. I'm seeing a lot more now than I ever did before online, from CS's, MS's, putting out some great video, some great photos of the work that you're doing, and wow, you can see that there's a lot of pride going on out there. And if there's anything that I can to pass on to you, is that keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying to get better. Keep pushing yourself and pushing your counterpart. Try to keep outdoing yourselves, each other, because you know it's only going to make you better. It's going, you know, you're going to just take it to every time you do something, you're going to take it to another level, and that's what it's all about. And really, what it's all about is the sailors out there. What you're doing on a day-to-day basis, meal-to-meal basis, is keeping the fleet going, and it's an important job. Don't think for a moment that you don't have an important job, because you do. So, hey, my thanks to you, and we'll be right back, and we'll get back to baking bread. Okay, so 45 minutes is up. Our oven and our Dutch oven are all heated up. What we're going to do now is transfer our dough into our Dutch oven, and our Dutch oven into our other oven, and then we're going to let it set for about 25 minutes. Now this is a really high moisture dough going on right now, so I'm really hoping this is going to be working out really good. If not, hey, that's why they have other doughs. So we're going to put the lid on again. The lid is to trap in all the moisture. Then we're going to go ahead and transfer our Dutch oven back into our oven. And then I'm going to summon my other assistant. Hey Alexa, set timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
She's so good. She's spot on too. She's a good gal. All right, so 25 minutes. We're gonna let that sit in there. After 25 minutes, we're gonna take the lid off and then finish it off. So we'll be right back. Okay, so 25 minutes is up. We're gonna remove the lid and then we're gonna let the bread finish off and brown off. So, open up the oven. Take this out. Take our lid. Put it up here. And wow, that's really nice. So we're gonna let that brown off a little bit, and we'll come back in about 10 minutes, and we should have a really nice finished bread. Okay, so I added actually an extra 5 minutes to my 10 minutes. So it's, you know, I let it go for 15 more minutes to make it a little bit browner than what I normally do. But I do want to point out that we set up a nice safe landing zone for your Dutch oven. It's going to be a hot Dutch oven coming out. I want to have a nice safe landing zone for that we can take and transfer the bread out onto our wrap. So it's done. We're going to go in here, pull it out, and look at this nice bread that we've got that we didn't need. There you go. Beautiful, crispy. Let's take this out. That is hot. And you can hear that. It's a really nice hollow sound to it. Nice and crispy. You can, I don't want to press too hard. This didn't rise as high as it normally does because this was a more hydrated bread. So there's going to be a really nice structure in that crumb inside. But we're going to let it cool down. And then after it cools for a few minutes, we're going to cut into that baby and give it a test. So stand by. Okay, so we've let this rest a few minutes, let it cool down just a little bit. I really probably should let it cool down a bit more. But I just want to let you come in and hear just how crispy this is. And wow. I mean, that's crispy. Nice crisp. So, let's cut into this and let's give it a taste. Wow. Look at the crumb. Look at those pockets. You would swear this is sourdough bread. So let's just take this here. Just want you to pan in on this crumb here. You would swear that this was a sourdough ciabatta. This is how good this comes out. Yeah, well, it sucks, so just don't. Now, I'm telling you, this is the best bread, the easiest bread you're ever going to make. I guarantee it. Now, stay tuned to the very end of this video because I have a bonus for you. I'll be right back. So, as I promised, bonus material at the end. Hey, so when you have leftover bread, seems like it's going a little stale, what have you, you think you're just going to throw it out. Don't. French toast. This bread makes the best French toast. You have those nice crannies in there to catch the melt butter and that nice hot maple syrup. That not only is the best bread, but that makes the best French toast. Bonus! So if you like this video, hit subscribe and hit the like button, but most importantly, share it out. Share it with your friends. We're trying to grow this channel, and much more to come. In fact, we're getting ready to film our next episode, which will be coming up. So, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.